welcome back to Crafty Kids. Today we will be making scratch art. You will be needing oil pastels. It doesn't matter if you use oil pastels or colored pencils. Paper, doesn't matter if you use watercolor paper, lined paper, or computer paper. A paint palette, doesn't matter if this is dirty. I'm only going to be needing one color today. Black paint, this is a new tube. Paint water, and paint brushes. Now, let's craft. The only things you will be needing right now is oil pastels and your paper. I'm gonna bring over a chair and start coloring this paper. Decided to sit down and just color. I'm at the very last bit of my paper, and you only have to color like this. You don't have to color in any particular order. You just have to color in scribbles. And if you want to, before you paint over it, you can cut off the edges, which is what I'm going to be doing. I didn't include scissors as one of the items you will need because you do not have to do that step. But I'm going to be doing it because I'm not getting all the way around the outside. But this craft is really easy to do because you're just basically scribbling on a page and then painting it. And a lot of people have this type of art supplies. I'm going to cut all the way around it, just where it needs a little bit of a snip. And after you cut it, you can cut it up, after you paint it, you can cut it up into little, no, don't do that. After you cut it, you can cut it up into little sheets that you can do separately, but I want to make a big one. So here's my totally colored sheet. And so now let's bring out the next item. So I have a cup full of water right here. As you can see, it's our painting cup, and we do not use it anymore. So that's what you're going to want to do too, because you're going to be putting black paint in it. You're going to need black paint and your paint palette and your paint brushes. So first, you'll also need your colored paper, of course. So you're just going to put your black paint in, and you're going to need a lot. And so there's my black paint. I'm going to use, maybe I need the other paper. I'm going to be using this gigantic paintbrush that will cover up a lot of space. My paintbrush was getting a little hard, so I put it in some water to just kind of loosen up a bit. And I'm also gonna probably want to use this piece of cardboard that I'm not using for the edges. I also did not mention this because you do not need this if you're gonna be using a paint-friendly space. I'm just gonna do this because it's black. And so, yeah. So you can just put black dots of paint all over your... No. Do I need a dry paintbrush? The oil pastels are kind of not wanting the paintbrush, the paint on the paintbrush to stick. See? It's all resisting. This is not good. So I'm gonna grab some paper towels and try to dry it off. So I dried off my brush, and now I'm just gonna try to paint it now. See, it's sticking much better than last time. And you're going to want a pretty thick layer on there. You're not going to want to be able to see any of your color blobs. See, I already ran out of black paint. I put a lot in there. And I'm not afraid of using up my black paint because I don't use black paint for barely anything. Because black is not a happy, fun color, I would say. So see how I'm just painting right off the edge onto my cardboard? That's why I have the cardboard, so that I can paint all my edges, and so the whole paper will get painted how it's supposed to be painted. Once you get to the last corner, it's going to be a little harder, so you can't hold on, but that's okay. The picture might dry kind of crinkled, like it'll kind of dry. It'll kind of be like a cup shape. So don't worry, it's just how it's drying. You can put something over it once it's dry so it'll stay flat. Or you can just paint Mod Podge over it. And should be pretty good. I have this little bit of paint left and a little bit of color that I can see. And it doesn't matter which way you're painting. So this is really just a simple craft you can do. It doesn't really matter what you use as your technique. But now I just have a black paper. We went from colorful to dark and black. See how the back is all black from this? It doesn't matter, we're not going to be using that side. Now you're just going to let this dry, and then we'll see how it looks later. Set a timer if you need to. Multiple ways you can make your very own scratch tool, but here's my favorite way, and it works awesome. You'll need a paper clip. I already started bending mine though. You'll need some duct tape or just packing tape and scissors. First thing you're going to do is you're going to want to stretch it, bend the paper clip till it's like this. Then right here we're going to put some duct tape so then it's a little easier grip. You're going to want to see how big your thing is. Like, I got a big paper clip, and you're not going to need too much. So just cut off a small piece of duct tape, or your whatever tape you're using, and just wrap it around like this. And you can cut it so it fits whatever you need to do. But then you have like a little flag thing. And I'm just gonna cut it to make like the rounded shape that a paper clip looks like. So it looks a little more friendly. I don't know. So then it'll kind of look like, I'm not using the best scissors in the world. I'm just trying to cut this duct tape off. And you can make this while your painting is drying, like I am right now. So then when it dries, we can immediately start having fun. If I can get this tape off. Finally! So then you have your own scratch tool. Mine looks like this. And you can just scratch with it, and it's pretty sharp at the ends. Well, not sharp, but like, I recommend not putting your finger on it like I'm doing right now. Like, just don't poke yourself really hard. But it's a great tool to use. I think my paint is ready. Okay, so I have my paint paper dry, and I have my scratching tool. So don't mind her, she's just crafting over here. And I have my scratching tool, and so I'm gonna start by just drawing a. It's working. Why did I not think it would work? Look at how cute that is. Oh, this is my water bottle. So I'm just gonna scratch some things into the paper. So easy and fun to make, and only took about an hour. My scratch tool worked great, and I drew this beautiful picture. Right now, I'm actually gonna Mod Podge it, so let me grab the Mod. I got my beautiful Mod Podge here. Smells like glue, and I'm gonna just paint over it. And you're gonna wanna do it in one direction and not make it as even as possible. And don't put too much. So see, I put some on, trying to get it off the brush. And try not to scratch anything else if you don't want anything else to be scratched off on your page. So I'm gonna Mod Podge this. And so yeah. Okay, so I finished Mod Podging. It looks very uneven, and you should only put one layer. Make sure your paint is fully dry before you start Mod Podging and drying. Hope you come back to Crafty Kids next time. Like and subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our new videos like this one. Bye! Bloopers! Ew, this is fun.
What was on that?
I don't know. It's gross. It's like dried up glue. It's so gloppy.
Why are you saying things where you're like, this is so fun? It's so weird and gloppy.